This is a real thing. 9 young Japanese men hijacked a plane carrying 122 passengers with knives, guns. After tying up the passengers, the 9 men rushed to the cockpit aggressively. They hijacked the captain and ordered him to fly the plane to Havana, Cuba. However, they overlooked a key issue. This passenger plane was designed specifically for short and medium-sized city routes. Whether it was fuel reserves or the aircraft design itself, it was impossible to fly across the Pacific Ocean to Cuba. So after some discussion, the police decided to change the route to Pyongyang, North Korea. But the bad thing was that the pilot told them that the plane's fuel was only enough to support the flight to the original destination. The hijackers had no choice but to agree to fly to Fukuoka Airport to land and refuel first, and then change to Pyongyang, North Korea. At 9 a.m., the plane slowly landed at Fukuoka Airport. The airport had already gathered a large number of spectators and media. The police persuaded the ender to release 23 hostages, but the condition was to refuel the plane and provide the pilot with a map of the Korean peninsula. The plane took off again and headed for Pyongyang, North Korea. The captain received a radio signal. "This is Pyongyang. Please identify yourself immediately." At the same time, a fighter appeared on the right side of the plane, trying to warn the foreign aircraft by interception. The captain was frightened and immediately adjusted the radio frequency. Baihai replied, "This is Japan Airlines Flight 351. After that, the passenger plane and the fighter plane landed at the airport one after another. When they were about to get off the plane, they were immediately warmly welcomed. There were many soldiers at the airport to greet them, and a large group of people held banners welcoming them to Pyongyang. The leader of the robbers had a sense of foreboding because they saw black soldiers stationed not far from the airport. In order to find out the truth, the hijackers asked the man at the street machine if this was Pyongyang and asked them to take out the photo of Kim Il-sung leader in Daeje. After seeing that the other party could not answer, the South Korean authorities finally admitted that they were now at Gimpo Airport. The radio and fighter planes just now were all a carefully planned plan they made to deceive the end. For the next 3 days, the two sides were deadlocked. On the afternoon of April 3rd, 1970, Japanese Transport Affairs Officer Shinjiro Yamamura decided to take the passengers as hostages. The hijackers released the remaining passengers. After that, at 6:05 p.m., the plane took off again, this time crossing the 38th parallel north and entering North Korean airspace. At 7:21, the plane landed at North Korea's Mailin Airport. The North Korean side asked the interceptors to disarm. At this time, a dramatic scene appeared again. The knives, guns, and bombs used by the hijackers were all props. After that, the remaining hostages all returned home smoothly, and the 9 hijackers successfully stayed in North Korea.